Attention, ladies and gentlemen, Gungans and droids. This is your Grand Admiral Arnold, director of the video gaming division here at the Galactic Empire. Gary, high five. Today I'm in an amazing mood because you know why? Right behind me, guys, you're going to be seeing the brand new Season 7 trailer for the Clone Wars TV show, and it's getting me pumped just for Star Wars in general. If you guys look over here, you see that the likes, the dislikes are just absolutely amazing. It's great seeing Star Wars content that is bonding everyone throughout the Star Wars community. So we're going to do a brief reaction to all this. If you guys haven't seen it already, I'm going to leave a link down below. Go see it if you love Star Wars. The Clone Wars TV show, in my opinion, is one of the best pieces of content Star Wars has ever put out, and I'm excited to see how they're finally going to branch off between season 2 episode the Attack of the Clones, and how we're going to finally tie in to episode 3. The Clone Wars TV show fits between episode 2 and episode 3, and we don't quite yet have that little piece in regards to what happened after season 6. What the heck happened to Ahsoka? Here we're seeing Anakin Skywalker. Looks like he's unleashing his fury, so we're probably getting a taste of Anakin starting to fall to the dark side, because as we know in episode 3, he finally made that last big step to become Palpatine's apprentice, and of course Darth Vader. And I think the thing I'm really looking forward to is seeing what happened with Darth Maul after the whole Darth Sidious situation. What's going on with Ahsoka? She left the Jedi Order, and if I recall correctly, the Ahsoka Tano book, which I read quite a long time ago, which it was a great book that I recall, and I believe that also kind of fits in regards to how Ahsoka Tano got her lightsaber. So that book may also be important to read between season 6 and season 7 of the Clone Wars. And as we're going to see in a few short moments, we're going to see Darth Maul and Ahsoka Tano fight it out. As we know, there was a lot going on of Darth Maul having the dark saber, him being on Mandalore. There was a lot of stuff going on. We see a lot of Mandalorians in this TV show. So I'm oh man, look at this scene right here. They give you this quick snippet right here. It's like, no, don't stop it right there. So what I want to do now, as this trailer's wrapping up, is I want to talk about what the impact of this is going to be on Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. If you're new to the channel, we play one of the greatest Star Wars games of all time, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. In my opinion, the best Star Wars game, that's the most modern, best Star Wars game that gets a lot of support right now. And I want to talk about how this season of the Clone Wars is going to affect the future of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes, because if you guys recall, just yesterday, card in the top right hand corner, if you have not seen the video just yet, we talked about the state of the galaxy address, and I'm not going to reiterate everything, but they did say that come March, we're going to be getting the next Road Ahead blog post. And if you guys want to know again what a Road Ahead blog post means, the Road Ahead blog post talks about the next big pieces of content and themes that the developers are hitting on. And the last Road Ahead blog post we got a couple months ago, it's all about the Resistance and the First Order and just sequel content in general, the Rise of Skywalker. And coming into March, that is when we're supposed to get the next Road Ahead blog post. So my hope and dreams is that we're going to be transitioning from the Rise of Skywalker, The Force Awakens, Last Jedi, and coming back to the Clone Wars, because if you guys have been following the channel for a while, we've been getting teasers how they're going to come back to Clone Wars content, because our boy, I don't know why I have to talk about it almost on a daily basis right now. Our boy Mace Windu is severely underappreciated. He is next to garbage in this game. It's unfortunate they didn't even rework him before the light side territory. He's not even used to take out Jango Fett. There were so many missed opportunities, but in podcasts as well as some comments that the developers have had over the past couple months, they strongly hinted they're coming back to the Clone Wars TV show. And with February 21st being the release of season 7, it kind of times out perfectly, it seems, with closing up the Resistance and First Order content. We're supposed to get our Galactic Legends around that time, and transitioning into what's going to be the hot news, the Clone Wars TV show season 7, baby. So let's kind of start talking about what can we possibly see based off that trailer, because really the few things I'm seeing is Captain Rex kind of questioning what's the whole purpose of the war. We see some Mace Windu stuff here. We see General Kenobi. We see Anakin Skywalker kind of having a lot of internal conflicts, it seems like, releasing his anger. And of course, Ahsoka Tano and Darth Maul. So let's actually do that first. I want to talk about Ahsoka Tano. Now, the Ahsoka Tano we have in this game is a Jedi version. She's still a part of the Jedi Order. This is a Padawan, and as we see in the trailer, the Ahsoka Tano we're going to see is a lot more mature. But speaking of Ahsoka Tano, the one thing I hope the developers don't end up doing is if they do create a new Ahsoka Tano, don't have it too limited, because the problem is with this Ahsoka Tano, because she doesn't have the Jedi tag, which is a very lucrative tag in Galaxy of Heroes right now, and only the Rebel tag, which is not nearly as lucrative right now. There hasn't been a lot of use to make out of Ahsoka Tano. She's an okay character. Her kit's kind of cool, but it's way too limited, and with the Rebellion not being all that hot, with the exception of Commander Luke, and Commander Luke already has his team perfected, she really doesn't add too much more. So if they do bring out a new Ahsoka Tano, I'm hoping it's going to be one that's got a lot more all-around viability, one that's going to be able to help out more. Who knows? We see a lot of footage in the trailer with her working with the Mandalorians on Mandalore, so there might be an opportunity for us to have that type of Ahsoka, because this is definitely a much different Ahsoka than this one right here. So the next one I want to talk about, these are the two bigger characters I really want to know more about, were Darth Maul and Ahsoka Tano. Now, the Darth Maul we have here, this is when he's still the apprentice of Emperor Palpatine, or back then Darth Sidious, and this Maul, I believe, once he kind of gets let go by Sidious, he kind of just drops off the Darth part, and he only calls himself Maul. But what I'm hoping is that we're going to end up getting a new Darth Maul of some sort. He still has robot legs. They're not the monstrosity robot legs that we saw when he first was found by SWGoH. As you know, Darth Sidious did retake Darth Maul. We don't know what Darth Sidious's plans are for this Maul we have right here, but regardless, I think it's going to be great. Having new Maul in the game, I don't know if he'd be a marquee character. I don't know if he's really a legendary style character, but just in general, I already think the current Darth Maul and SWGoH Opress, they're not really, it's too bad they don't have any synergies with one another. We know SWGoH kind of died during that duel with Darth Sidious with Maul, and then Maul got captured, but it's unfortunate to see that these two characters really don't mean too much in this game right now. So that might be something they can improve on. They can always just rework the Darth Maul that we have and kind of rework SWGoH Opress, because SWGoH Opress was kind of popular through the Clone Wars TV show. So at the minimum, I'm hoping for a Darth Maul rework, but I would definitely appreciate a new Robo Legs type of Maul that we see in the Clone Wars finale. I mean, there's a lot of stuff Capital Games could be doing. Hopefully, they don't drop the ball on a lot of things, because we do see a lot of times they miss out on a lot of big characters in various TV shows and movies, and hopefully this is something they could really put a lot of work into. And speaking of Darth Maul, let's briefly talk about Darth Sidious. Now, there was a little conversation about Darth Sidious with the developers a while ago about why didn't he get the Separatist tag, and right now their concerns was it's kind of hard because this guy was also working for the Galactic Republic. I know there's thoughts of maybe them releasing a Chancellor Palpatine at some sort, and that might be needed for, let's say, if Anakin fell to the dark side event or whatever. But I think in general, this character is kind of the mastermind behind the Clone Wars. Yeah, his kit really isn't all that good. He's fantastic at the beginner game for a couple levels, but he quickly just becomes outdated, and there's not a lot of reasons to farm this character. So I don't know if they do much of Darth Sidious. I just think at the minimum, both our Palpatine and our Darth Sidious, they're kind of being a little bit underappreciated for being kind of the masterminds behind episodes 1 to episode 9. Now, I don't think we're really going to get anything else in regards to our 501st, the clone reworks. I mean, we have General Skywalker. All these clones are fantastic. The Padawan Ahsoka Tano works perfectly fine right now, so I actually don't expect too much of that. I know we saw Captain Rex in there a lot, but Captain Rex is definitely one of the best characters in the game right now. The only areas of opportunity that I see could happen are going to be the Commander Cody as well as the Clone Sergeant, I believe. Commander Cody might be in this scene. You do see some 212th Attack Battalion stuff, but I don't know if Commander Cody's in that scene. But we do know right now in Geonosis territory battles that the 212th Attack Battalion's kind of like indirectly needed on this mission right down here. General Kenobi, Commander Cody, Clone Sergeant Phase 1, and this is not really a good team whatsoever, and one of the most difficult pieces of content. So this kind of suggests to me they might be coming back, reworking Commander Cody. Who knows? They might rebrand this character as a 212th Attack Battalion, put a new coat of paint, put a little bit of orange on him. Boom, you're good to go. Give our General Kenobi some 212th Attack Battalion synergy. And who knows? They also could maybe release a new Kenobi. We see that we have the Jedi Anakin that we have in the game already, but we don't really have the Kenobi that kind of matches what the costume is like for Kenobi in this TV show right now. Instead of having the Galactic Republic armor, they could make a Kenobi that has the Jedi robes that he wears in season 7 and that he also ends up wearing in episode 3, because remember, this season is supposed to connect to the end of episode 3. So there could be a possibility they could be working their way back around and giving us a brand new Kenobi, a Master Kenobi, Grandmaster Kenobi. But I would be, at the minimum, I'm hoping they at least rework General Kenobi to have synergy with his clones, very much so like how General Skywalker has synergy with his own clones. Now, I know there's some other characters in there. I don't really know what their names are. I don't know who these guys are. That maybe they'll get a character if they're really important. I don't really know. That's why I'm not commenting too much on it. But really, the last thing I want to talk about is Mandalorians. Mandalorian, obviously, the TV show was probably one of the best things that's happened in Star Wars in a very, 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 very long time. And this would be a great opportunity to add some sort of Mandalorian tag in the game. Right now, we got Gar Saxon and Imperial Super Commando, garbage tier characters in this game, do not have the Mandalorian tag. So I would not be surprised if they added some new Mandalorian, added a Mandalorian tag, added a Mandalorian faction, maybe like Duchess Satine. I know she kind of died a while ago. Now, I always bring this up here and there, and it always irritates quite a few people, and I don't care. I want to see at some point, doesn't have to be right at the beginning of March, I'm hoping we somehow build to a Fallen Apprentice Darth Vader, Fallen Jedi Darth Vader. I don't know, the pre-suit Vader where Anakin falls to the dark side, slays the younglings, basically at the pinnacle of his power. In my opinion, I want to see that Anakin, that Darth Vader in the game. And people say that there's no such thing as that. No, there's no reason to make a skin. No other game has a Fallen Anakin skin, and I 100% disagree with every single word you guys may be saying in the comment section. Other games out there have a variant of Skywalker when he fell to the dark side before he has a suit on. A lot of games out there have it. I see video games as well as tabletop games that have like a Fallen Apprentice, Darth Vader, Dark Apprentice type of character. Yes, we have this Vader right here, but it is materially different than the Anakin that just finally stepped into the dark side. That scary transition period. There's so many emotions tied with the moment Anakin fell to the dark side, betraying the Jedi Order, leaving his best friend, his brother, basically, Obi-Wan Kenobi. A scene that I have reenacted as a child many times. Episode 3, Obi-Wan versus Anakin. I'm so sentimentally attached to those characters, and I'm hoping we're gonna get some sort of Anakin Galactic Legend, Fallen Apprentice, or perhaps a Legendary, a big moment. Probably one of the biggest moments in Star Wars, because obviously the fall of Anakin, the fall of the Jedi Order, because of Anakin in Order 66, led to all that happened afterwards. So that's what I'm hoping, and who knows, maybe Vader's can get some 501st and create Vader's fist or something like that. That'd be cool if the 501st got some sort of imperial version of that. Now we're getting really far into, don't get me too excited here. So there's a lot they can do, but at the minimum, the things we are hoping for is at least a Galactic Republic Jedi rework, especially Mace Windu. We don't need to list all the Jedi that need help. It's quite a lot. In the 212th Attack Battalion, Commander Cody, some work with Clone Sergeant for that special mission, but also in general, having more clones, the better. And of course, the wish list can go on and on and on. So let me go ahead and pass the ball over to you guys. What type of content are you thinking Capital Games is going to end up bringing to Galaxy of Heroes? We know that we're going to wrap up the content for First Order Resistance within the next month and a half here. So when they come into March, what content are you guys hoping on seeing? Like if you did enjoy the video, and if you're as excited as me about the new season of Clone Wars Season 7, comment down below all your thoughts, and be sure to subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And I'll see all you lovely people in the next video. Peace out, everybody.